Please read us a story, old bear. We'll all gather round. Dear old bear, sit in your favorite chair. We'll sit all around dear old bear.
Bramwell Brown had been busy tidying up in the kitchen when he'd come across a roll of silver foil. "Isn't it beautiful?" he said, and he spread it out in front of Little Bear. "I could use it as a slide or as a mirror. Or I could roll it up to make silver balls. I can't decide what to do first." "I could make some little cups," said Little Bear. He tore off a piece of the silver foil and wound it round and round his paw. Then he gave it a twist and flattened the end neatly. "See, it stands up on its own," he said excitedly. "And watch this, Bramwell." Little Bear carefully poured some water into the cup. "You can even drink out of it." Just as he handed it to Bramwell Brown, Rabbit dashed in and skidded the whole length of the foil. He collided with Bramwell, who dropped his cup, spilling water all over the floor. "Oh, you've just flattened my cup," said Bramwell sadly. "What cup?" asked Rabbit, looking all around. "This cup," said Little Bear. "Sorry," said Rabbit. "I didn't see it." "Never mind," said Little Bear. "We can make some more." He showed Rabbit how it was done, and between them they made a whole row of shining silver cups. "Do you know what they remind me of?" said Bramwell. "They remind me of the sort of cups you win when you run races." "Do you think we could have a sports day?" said Little Bear. "We could use all the cups as prizes." "That is a wonderful idea, Little Bear," agreed Bramwell. "I'll go and spread the news," said Rabbit. In no time at all, Rabbit had collected all the toys to see who would like to take part. Little Bear showed them the silver cups, and everybody agreed that they wanted to win one. "We'll have races and games that we can all join in with," said Old Bear. "It won't matter what size or shape we are, there will be something for everyone." "I bet there won't be a race I could win," grumbled Duck. "I'm too slow." "Perhaps there'll be a walking very slowly race," said Little Bear. "With the last one the winner," he added. "Come on then, everyone," said Bramwell Brown. "Let's go back to the playroom and get everything ready." Old Bear had cleared a big space for the course and was helping Bramwell Brown to mark out the lanes with some string. Little Bear ran down one of the lanes. "I can run really well along here. I should win lots of cups." "But you have to race against somebody else," said Bramwell. "You can't just run on your own." "I wouldn't win then," said Little Bear. "Everyone's much bigger than me." "I'm not," said Sailor. "But you'll run faster," said Little Bear, "because your trousers aren't as baggy. Mine get in the way." "We'll need a loud noise to start the races," said Old Bear. "I could do that," said Dog. "I'll bang one of my bones on the drum, like this." And he made such a loud bang that everyone jumped, and it woke up Cat, who was asleep in her box. "Perfect," said Old Bear. "But before we start our first race, we're going to need 2 volunteers to hold the ribbon at the finishing line." "I'll hold one end," said Cat, and Zebra offered to take the other end. "The first race will be a sack race," announced Old Bear. "Except that we haven't any sacks, so we'll use socks." Little Bear, Rabbit, Sailor, and Bramwell Brown lined up at the starting line. "Climb into your socks," called Old Bear. "Are you ready? Steady. Go!" Bang went Dog's bone, and bump went Little Bear, falling on his nose. Rabbit bounded away and seemed to be doing very well, but he stopped to pull up his sock, and Bramwell bumped straight into him. Before they could untangle themselves, Sailor jumped up to the finishing line and bounded right over it. "Well done, Sailor," said Old Bear, and he handed him the first silver cup. Having seen Sailor's big jump, they decided to have a jumping competition next. Little Bear, Jolly, and Rabbit lined up to have a go. Little Bear's jump was quite big for a small bear, but not big enough. Jolly's jump was quite small for a tall giraffe, and he couldn't get his back legs over the ribbon. But Rabbit's jump was so high, he flew over the ribbon and nearly bumped his head on the ceiling. He was so excited that he couldn't stop jumping. "Stop, stop, Rabbit!" laughed Bramwell. "How can we give you your cup if you won't keep still?" After all the jumping, Old Bear thought an egg and spoon race would be more restful. "But we'll use potatoes instead of eggs, so they won't break." Rabbit, Jolly and Duck had decided to have a go. They were all holding a spoon and a rather wobbly potato. Dog banged his bone. Rabbit leapt forwards, but his potato bounced backwards. Jolly was so worried he'd drop his potato that he crept forward as slowly as possible. But Duck plodded on, clutching the spoon tightly in his beak. Wobble, wobble, wobble went the potato. Stomp, stomp, stomp went Duck, right through the finishing line. "Well done, Duck," said Old Bear, and he balanced Duck's silver cup on top of his potato. "The three-legged race is next," said Old Bear. I think I'll be in this one." With Old Bear's left leg tied to Bramwell's right leg, the two bears waited for the others at the starting line. Little Bear helped Jolly tie two of his legs to two of Camel's. "Did you say this was a three-legged race?" asked Jolly. "Yes," said Old Bear. "Well, we seem to have 6. Do you think it matters?" "Perhaps you'll go twice as fast," laughed Bramwell. Dog banged his bone, and they were off. Little Bear and Sailor did very well. They trotted down their lane, holding tightly onto one another. But Bramwell and Old Bear took great big strides and were almost at the finishing line when suddenly the 6-legged camel giraffe blundered past to win. Nobody was sure whether it was fair, and in the end, Camel and Jolly won cups for the 6-legged race, and Old Bear and Bramwell gave themselves cups for the 3-legged race. Sailor and Little Bear won nothing. "I'll never win a race," said Little Bear sadly, brushing a tear away with his paw. Old Bear gave him a hug. "But you've had fun running and jumping, haven't you?" "Yes," sniffed Little Bear. "And you don't mind the others winning cups, do you?" "Not really," said Little Bear. "Well, it's the running race next. How would you like to present the last silver cup to the winner?" "That's a very special thing to do." "Oh, yes, please," said Little Bear, cheering up a bit. Meanwhile, all the other toys were lining up to begin the race. "Don't go yet," called Little Bear in a panic, but it was too late. Bang! Down went Dog's bone, and they were away. "Wait for me!" shouted Little Bear, and he ran as fast as he could. "You mustn't get there before I'm ready," he puffed as he threw himself against the ribbon. "Hooray!" shouted Old Bear. "You did it, Little Bear!" "Hooray!" shouted Little Bear. "I'm just in time to give the cup to the winner." "Then you'll have to give it to yourself," said Bramwell, smiling. "You've just won the race." Little Bear turned round to see all the other toys crossing the finishing line. "I won! I won!" he shouted. "I won! And I didn't even know I was in the race." "You were faster than any of us," said Rabbit. They all crowded round to watch Old Bear present Little Bear with the very last cup. Everyone was sad that the games were over, but they all agreed it had been a wonderful day. "We could have made a slide from the silver paper," said Bramwell Brown, "or a mirror, or some little silver balls, but we wouldn't have had half as much fun." Then, tired, happy, and each clutching a little silver cup, all the toys said good night and marched off to bed.